Welcome! Today is a great day because it's Thursday. That means it's basically already weekend. Welcome! Oh my god, I hear myself. Today is a great day because it's Thursday. That means it's basically already
Shut
weekend.
up.
Welcome!
Shut up, me.
Oh my god. Well, I kind of forgot to mute my own tab there. Okay, I did fix it though. So it's fine now. I know I'm in front of a black screen, by the way. The reason is I'm still tweeting about this, so let's just tweet this. And I made a few changes to my chatbot. Also, I streamed the last 2 times on YouTube, which was interesting. I did not like how streaming on YouTube works, because you basically have to set up a stream, and then you can, when you stream through OBS, you can choose from where you're streaming, apparently. It's a bit interesting. I guess it's pretty nice that you can, you know, prepare streams basically, so that you can say, hey, I'm gonna stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. But since I am no longer having schedules, because that fucked me up last time, that's not really something that I can do, so my live streams will always be random. Not previously set up. So yeah, I guess I will stay with Twitch for the time being, considering the recent changes don't really impact me a whole lot. And at the moment, the coolest feature YouTube has, literally, and here I go on my rant again about what YouTube is missing and whatnot. The coolest feature that YouTube has is literally the fact that you can, you know, return to a set thing and stream while you're watching a stream. Like you can rewind. It's rewind time. You can rewind, and Twitch just doesn't have that. But they're making claims about how poor they are, and that you know, Amazon is such a poor company, and that's why they need to cut big streamers' revenues and shit like that. So I guess Twitch is a really, really, really sad thing. So, guys, it's pray time. Let me hop into my little corner. Also. 1 second. Where am I? Let's put on the classes. This is the last time we're gonna be playing this, I think. Also, do you see that? Wait, where's my tiny thing here? You see this? Look. I found all the Smuggler's Death drops. And you know, this is the type of thing that I'm kind of mad about, because I googled this up. And I definitely could have figured this out myself. You know, this is the type of thing where you're kind of sad afterwards. But I'm also kind of not sad. It is a very specific thing. The one noise message. People leaving me all these noise messages. Oh, so noisy. All the voice messages. The voice message that I found from Lily, I think was her name. It basically gave everything away that you needed to know. I should have acted on it. I had the thought, when you listen or when you rewatch the VOD, you can see that I thought about hitting the alarm bell 3 times. But I thought that could not be it. And I was wrong. I mean, it was not that specific. I think it actually was that specific alarm. Or was it? I don't think it was. I think it was not a specific alarm bell. It was another one. But it still was an alarm bell. What should I need? Oh, my phone is basically dying. I need to charge it. Also, I know this is a very adult theme, but not anything lewd or anything, but finances. Energy prices are insane. I think we're putting back like just as much money as we're currently already paying just to be safe and secure. And that we won't pay like thousands of euros at the end of the year. It's insane times, but I can't really complain. Especially, you know, thinking of the people in the Ukraine every day. I see so many Ukrainian cars here. It's insane. Just the thought of having to leave your country is...
Please clear aperture of debris.
Nope, won't clear aperture of debris. Hello, game! I won't go outside. Or do I go? Actually, let me check the outside. My reasoning for this is, since we kind of subdued, why can't I go through here? Oh yeah, okay. We kind of subdued Gadal. It might be that maybe all his attack robots aren't working anymore, but they probably are. They probably are. It's out there. Well, we will find out now. If it's not a thing. My friend, that's a technopath. That is not a problem. The technopath really is absolutely no problem for me. Like none. The issue really is the operators. If the operators are floating around in space, I am not up for it. What's up with the telepath? Technopath, sorry, it's not a telepath. Telepath would be much more comfortable for me. I take back what I said. It doesn't actually matter. Also, I did not find again the what do you call them? The rooms that Alex's and Morgan's parents were living in. They were somewhere out here, but I do not remember where. And there definitely was a safe in there. The issue is, it seems like they are not marked here. I also don't think that that there is a map on them. So there is no map for the outside here, so I think I might just be lost on that. Come on, shuttle. Wait, oxygen refill station? That's new. Wait, what? Oh shit, why is my flashlight turned on? Did it save like that with the flashlight still turned on? What is this? Why is this a thing? Why is it something I can interact with? Interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. Like, I don't think... There's another one. Do I need oxygen now? Because the game definitely didn't tell me before that there were oxygen refill stations. Human corpse found. Engineering operator. You can heal my suit, right? Could you maybe do that? Ah, my vision is already all wonky. Hey, could you do work?
Inspecting. Your suit suffers. I'll fix that.
No, you did not repair me because I was floating away. Thank you. So... we are still looking for the dude. Oh! Alexa, stop! Give me a second. I need to take care of my, my succulent. It was dying a tiny bit because I did not water it at all for like 5 months. No, that's actually not that long, but still. And now it needs to get rid of all the rest water that I gave it. So give me a hot second. I'm gonna be basically right back. so I think part of it will survive, part of it will probably die. There are leaves or whatever you call them around the main plant that are pretty dark and crumbled. And there is a brown center to the remaining leaves. But there are two completely separate plants. But maybe it can regain its footing. I hope it does. I'm not good with plants. I'm not even good with plants that barely need any water. I don't even think it has anything... Wait, I can't go through here. It's just... I don't even think... What was that? It has anything to do with... Oh. See that? That's a telepath, and that laser thing is an operator. Not going there. Oh, that's an operator. Oh, it has a lot of travel time, dude. Oh, man. Oh, that would suck so hard. Ah, okay, good. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Okay. Oh, look, we can actually use 2 of the Psy things now. Don't want to go there. Though I wonder where our... not again. I'm not sure if it's worth it to use it on these. Might not be. I really have no clue where the dead body is that we're looking for. He's supposed to be outside. I'm just gonna show you the quest because we're looking for him. Employee 1129 was fired and scheduled to leave the station on the last shuttle to Earth, but he skipped getting on the shuttle. HR made the situation worse by deactivating his tracking bracelet before he was officially off the station. I can reactivate his tracking bracelet and find out what happened to him. I did that. And he's in Talos I exterior. Issue is apparently it's not tracking him enough to tell me where exactly he is. So... So what that means is I still basically do not know where... That's a fucking Weaver. It's a Weaver. The thing in the distance that wobbles around a bit that I just wanted to shoot at is definitely a Weaver. And there we have Weaver crew again. A dead body. Of a Typhon. So nothing bad. Would you look at that? Huh. Have we been here? Don't think I've closed any maintenance hatch that I've been to. Have I? Good day, citizens. Hey, Kali and stream, welcome! Ah, you guys. Welcome, welcome, how you doing? Did you stream Overwatch? I just started the stream, I'm not ready for this. I'm 15 minutes in. I hope my command still works. Yes. Dad, you've been playing Dead by Daylight. And Overwatch, awesome. Yeah, I checked out your stream yesterday. I think that's the only Overwatch 2 content I've watched. so far, and I kind of like it. But I mean, it's also Blizzard, so I'm very, very, very unsure if I should play it, you know? I'm fine. I'm actually pretty fine. I've already cleaned the flat after work, so that's why my stream is later than normal. Yeah, and I'm just generally doing really good. After my troublesome month of not streaming at all, I have regained a lot of strength and a lot of fun. Mario, welcome! Cool, welcome! I'd give Overwatch 2 a week first. yeah, I think I'm with you on that. I think I'm with you on that, actually. But it's kind of insane, though, how many people played it. I do really not know what this room was for at all. I think I need to check it again. Like, I've read that people had, like, queue times of, like, 50,000. 50,000 people. 50,000! Have you ever seen 50,000 people? You have never seen 50,000 people. So that's, kinda insane. Kali seems to be an Overwatch fiend. She will devour it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's true, Kali was also one of the first people I met on Twitch. I was playing Life is Strange. And you joined, and we talked about our models. I distinctly remember that. I also I thought about this recently only. Don't know why, it was a random thought that came up. Can somebody explain to me what I'm supposed to be doing here and why this is a thing? I really don't get it. Maybe I should turn around. Bonk. Maybe now it makes more sense. Star, welcome! Right, though, I always wanted to try this game out, but I always miss out on a sale. Yeah, I do too. I normally then just go ahead and buy the games. But this was a game specifically that I actually never intended to play. I think I told the story by now several times, but I'm gonna tell it again. I have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing here. Seriously, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Wait, wasn't the exit here? And somebody talked about it being scary, and I thought, that's up my alley. It's not really scary. Maybe a tad bit if you get spooked easily, but other than that. But it's a really awesome game with an awesome story, though. Ow. I have absolutely no clue why this is here. I have no clue. Has to have some relevance, but I didn't find the relevance yet. Maybe we need it later on. Anyways, I now opened this hatch, so I know I've been in here. So I guess that's fine. I'll breach. You remember? I do remember. Free games are more fun to play some reason. Actually, when I get free games, either gifted or like through a Game Pass or something, I barely end up playing them. It's a different story if I get the Game Pass myself for a specific game. But I don't really think I've ever played a game that was gifted to me without me wanting it. Oh. I think I can't. Yeah, there's there is a thing in my way. Yeah. There is another cystoid nest, though. I'm a bit lost. What I'm currently trying to do here, for y'all's information, is I'm trying to find a dead person, or possibly a live person, that is supposed to be on the outside here, but I can't find him. Depends on the game. Always seen this game but never downloaded it? Yeah. I mean, same for me. I've always seen this game, thought nothing much about it. Didn't really pay attention to... Is this a graphics bug? I think it's a graphics bug, right? I never really paid any attention to it. I just knew it existed. And thought it wasn't something for me. But it definitely was, so... It was a graphics bug, by the way. So there's the airlock to the power plant. I think... Okay, so... Explaining our current issues. this is our main story quest. We're basically just up to finish the game, I think. I have no clue. I don't know when it will end, but maybe it will end soon. And we subdued Dahl. Wait. Now I can suddenly access his command shuttle? No, I can't. Because wait for Dahl to contact you from the shuttle. I have no clue. Thank you so much for the follow. I have no clue why I would need to wait and how long it's gonna be taking. Because he would need like maybe 10 minutes to get back to the shuttle, but he's not there yet. And I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but the game definitely won't let me access the shuttle. So here I am floating out in space. An ecstasy. This seems weird though. Let's go there. Since what I caught, you guys haven't played this game. It's the orange goop is a thing created by the aliens in this game, the Typhon. They think it's some kind of mass that they can apparently also communicate with through. I forgot what it's called. It has a name. But haven't we seen the shuttle? Have we not? The relic shuttle. I definitely found a shuttle. Maybe I just have not found that shuttle. I'm gonna equip a gun. Can I reload? Human corpse found. Yeah, it was the shuttle that I found. Was it like that the last time though? Of course, lurk right away. Thank you for dropping by the stream, definitely. Also, now that grounded really, I do not remember it being shrouded in the mist like this, but maybe it's just me not remembering anything at all. If I go back inside, because I thought kind of that person could be on here, right? On a shuttle, or the dead person. I mean, I don't know if he's dead, so the person that I'm looking for might be on the shuttle. But apparently he's not, because other people that are inside I've already found. Game is nice enough to let me know that there are actually dead people. Oh, that was my shadow. That freaked me out a tad. Where's the entrance? Isn't it here? Look, there's the door. Can't see anything. Oh, there is the entrance. I have definitely been here. Yeah. With the Hunter Hale. Yeah. I have definitely found these people. This is a creepy part. Honestly, this is a creepy part. Oh god, the sounds. I think there is nothing for me to find here anymore. They are all dead. Yep, let me get out of the creepy hole. Ah! Crimson! Welcome back! Hi! How you doing? On this fine Thursday. Thursday. Yeah, let's just forget I made that joke ever. I'm out here. What was his name again? Lockhart? Grant Lockwood, not Lockhart. That's the dude from Harry Potter. Maybe closely related, who knows. Let me take a sip from my tea. I was in the office yesterday. Which doesn't happen too often because of COVID and stuff. And because I just... Like, nobody really needs to be in an office. Except if you have to do things that definitely need to be done in an office, I guess. But you know what I mean. Things that can be done from home should be done from home. So I was in the office yesterday, and now I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh, I drank 3 cups of coffee, guys. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I was so extremely tired because my cat, this one, kept me up all night, basically, and I was so sleepy. I've never been this sleepy in my whole life. Is that a thing? No, it's not. I did not do that. Please, thanks. Hardware labs. Interesting. I don't think I've ever been here, but it doesn't look like there is a lock to hardware labs. Like there are any secret things around here. I might need to Google where the CEO suites were again. I have definitely found them, but I do not remember where I found them. Slightly hungry. Doc said, "Oh no, you have doctor's appointment. You can't eat." That sucks. I know that feeling. I think worse is it when you're not really allowed to, or you're only allowed to drink certain things. But I can completely understand. I'm this type of person that, you know, if I'm hungry... Did they play the weird... I think it was Snickers advertisement. Like some Mars company chocolate thing. Where, you know, you're not yourself when you're hungry. I'm the diva. Like, seriously. When I get hungry and I can't get anything to eat, like, for whatever reason, I get really nasty. Like, I'm in a really bad mood then. All pre-charred red house. We have definitely been here. There is a telepath in there. There is a telepath in there still. There is no telepath in there anymore. Thank you so much for the follow. Ah! 1 second. I need this. This one got taken from me. My activity field. I need to see. Thank you so much, Mario, for the follow. Corrupted? Wasn't it just a telepath? Why is it corrupted? If it was just a telepath in here. And that's Dr. Calvino, isn't it? Isn't it? Why is there a sister nest in here? Is there one in here? I'm a tad bit confused because I'm quite sure I have been in here before. I've opened this lock. Yeah, I have definitely been in here before. Just don't know why there was a telepath in there, but I guess. Sure, whatever. Yeah, if I hope the game doesn't want me to finish all my side quests. That wouldn't really make sense though, would it? I found you already. What's your name? Charisma Kuhan. I see, Charisma. Why are you floating around here? Without a mask. Seems like COVID regulations don't apply in space. Command shuttle. Can I enter it from the outside? Wait, is that maybe what the game wanted from me? I highly doubt that, but check it out. Anyway, Crimson, I hope you will be doing good after your doctor's appointment. I know some people have a bit of issues with doctors. So there is still the Weaver. I don't know why it's so far away from anything. But it's there. Human corpse found. I literally found every single human corpse that's within the proximity of the station. And I have absolutely no clue where I'm supposed to go to find this other person that I'm still missing. That's supposed to be outside of here, but they are apparently not really. Hello! Pickleton! Thank you so much for the follow, also awesome name. You guys always come up with the craziest names, honestly. I enjoy them a lot. Sometimes it's really hard to read these on short notice if you're not aware of the name you're supposed to be reading, and you know, all the letters just make no sense in your head until you have a bit of breathing time to just read the name out. Wait, I'm still... Oh, there's another one. Oh, then. Oh shit, I need to reload. I should maybe craft some batteries for this. So, I guess we return back home then. Back inside. Safe space. Well, you're welcome. So, okay. I made a promise to myself that this time, this stream, I try to be a bit more focused on what I'm wanting to do. Because the last two streams I definitely did not succeed in this. Oh. Ah, I can't go directly to the shuttle. I still need to move up there. Well, I guess can just get rid of all the stuff that we don't need, like disruptor stun gun batteries. And we could craft some... What does this weapon need? This here, right? Q beam cells. We have so many of them. Actually, I take back what I wanted to say. I'm not gonna craft them. 1,800. Why is something burning here again? Woo! That scared the shit out of me! Nothing is burning here, game! Oh my god. Jump scares in this game, man. What the actual fuck? Yep. So we also found this dude, Scott Parker. When we visited this area, I really don't think that there is anything we missed here. This is kind of cute, by the way. So I think I killed all the... Did I kill all the operators in this area? This is not an operator that we need to worry about. Actually. Thank you, appreciate it. I will try to access the shuttle again. Maybe it works this time, maybe last time.
Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
You hear the sound? Sounds are never good in this game. Any sound. No sound is ever good in this game. Normally means that there's a poltergeist. So these are friendly to me. I hacked them. And they're actually useful because when you hack them... they do fight the other operators for you. Because I did hack operators like this one down here that got corrupted by the Typhon. And when you hack them, they are just not useful anymore. They're just no longer hacked, basically. So we've been in there. I'm just gonna try to get it to the shuttle. Please. Let me go! Oh. I can press F to open it.
Hello there.
Dark, welcome! Welcome, friend. I'm gonna save. Actually, I'm gonna make a real save. Because I'm unsure. This kind of contradicts with waiting for Dahl to... Is he alone here? Please wait. Taken all of this. He has a Euromod. Just lying around here. Gonna take all his sun-dried tomatoes. Files. Mission parameters. For immediate dispatch, Transstar security clearance level Alpha Sigma. Alpha Sigma. Required for access. Let me take a sip of my tea. Oh, playback.
Commander Dahl, this is William Yu, acting chairman of the Transstar Board of Directors.
I will need your credentials to authorize this mission.
Of course. My authentication sign is Zeta Invictus Emperor Tangerine.
Sign checks out. Good morning, Director Yu.
Tangerine.
Shuttle is hot and holding orbit. Awaiting mission parameters.
You must secure every piece of Cobalt clearance level technology and research aboard Talos I. Then eliminate all Transstar personnel.
All personnel.
No survivors.
It's your show. And their funeral.
Payment will be deposited into 6 separate Benelux accounts. After you transmit evidence
For the
of
washing
success.
of the money.
Leave my operator feeds on. Just keep watching.
We strongly advise deploying your technical officer to a station router inside the firewalls first. Ideal location would be the station exterior, near the power plant grids.
Oh.
Yes, I've seen the schematics, Mr. Yu. Goodbye.
You will destroy this transmission after...
Well, he didn't destroy the transmission. Okay. This was William Yu. Coming through. This was William Yu. As far as I know, that's our father. That's kinda insane. Since when does your avatar have classes? Well, there's a lot of things you don't know about me. I can put on classes. I do have glasses. It's a trigger though. So I don't always wear them. I only wear them when I need to be extremely... I did not drop that. I did not... I only wear glasses when I need to be extremely clever. Okay, forget it. Caution. Do not open door unless all pressure against the push cut plate has been released and the contamination is off. What? And something has been removed. Detective classes, basically. Good day, citizens. What am I supposed to wait for? I expect traps. Let me unlock this door. I do not trust any of this. Like, at all. And the fact that my father, I think, gave this mission, it's kind of mind-boggling to me. But, I will figure it out, I guess. So oh no, wait, we didn't read the email. Kamasots? From unknown, for Commander Walter Dahl. Message copied to all known points of contact. Initiate Kamasots protocol. Wheels up and orbital inside the hour. Mission orders will be transmitted en route. He's literally alone. I didn't think that he was alone. Okay, so I think the game waited for me to do that, and I was just a stupid idiot who couldn't press F. What just happened to the light? Anyways. But that was a sound that sounded like there was an immediate danger to me. Yep. Again. Okay, so listen. I think we need to go outside. We might have to re-listen to the voicemail. But it's somewhere outside and it's either a person or it's probably an operator that is interfering with whatever. And I think if we destroy that thing, we can also get Alex out from hiding, I think. Maybe? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to bonk you again. Da, 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 da. Could you explode within range of me, please? Thank you. Because I really need your batteries for this. How many charges do I have? 18? Yeah, I definitely need more. I definitely need more batteries for this. Otherwise, I might just not, you know, make it with the current amount of ammunition that I've got for it. Just power plant. It definitely said power plant, right? Definitely, right? Are we sure? I'm just gonna read through this because I think I didn't read this before. Which might be an interesting thing to read. I was on duty at about 14-20 hours when I received a request from Dr. Hans Kaustrup for assistance in live exam. Upon arriving on the scene, I witnessed Dr. Trevor Young, this is the person that was locked in the medical area, that survived and is now unconscious, slamming lab instruments into some of the Typhon enclosures. When it became clear that he intended to break containment, I was forced to discharge my stun gun to subdue him. Oh, the stun gun is actually really good to, you know, keep people with head explodies away from you. I forgot to read those. Dude, I never read those ever. But in this game, they're pretty well written. So sometimes, you know, only sometimes. When it became clear that he intended to break containment, I was forced to discharge my stun gun to subdue him. During my subsequent interview with Dr. Young, he seemed immensely distraught and unaware of my presence unless I came too close, whereupon he would turn violent. He has been turned over to the trauma team and placed in quarantine for his and others' safety. Morgan's notes. These are the interesting ones, I think. Connected to the Typhon telepaths. Should avoid getting too close. Triggers a strong kinetic blast that knocks out psi abilities. Ends up killing them. Stun gun might take them out long enough to sneak past. Might be able to free them from Typhon control somehow. Yes, you're able to kill the telepath and then they're free again. Unfortunately, in the fitness room, somewhere around the crew quarters, there are a few people that died, and I'm 100% sure that I did not kill them. The game just decided that they were dead. This is something that I witnessed recently quite often in this game, that somehow people that were lying, maybe even dead or unconscious somewhere else, suddenly were lying somewhere completely different. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Thank you for doing your streamer job and read them. Yeah, no issues, man. Prefers to ambush prey. Uses psychokinetic action to throw objects. Stunted legs make it slow. Stunted legs? It has legs? Use a Typhon lure to help detect it or wait for it to attack. Oh! Oh, that's a thought that I didn't have. Yeah, that's maybe a good try that we could do. Microscopic elements demonstrate strong correlation between patterns of connections within the coral connectives of volunteers, employees, and guests found in Transtar database. Recommend exhaustive pattern matching. The psyche of Typhon victims is recreated or stored within the coral. They have their mind? One big Typhon communication beacon. But who is it calling? Yeah, I don't want to find that out. I really don't. Transpire has been covering their tracks about these. Don't want to look like an arms tech company. They're probably wired into Talos I security system. Could track me using the station security rosters. Ah, yeah. Okay, then what I actually wanted to do is re-listen to the audio log that we just found.
Commander Dahl, this is William Yu, acting chairman of the TranStar Board of Directors.
I will need your credentials to authorize this mission.
Of course. My authentication sign is Zeta Invictus Emperor Tangerine.
Romulus
Sign
Julius
checks out.
Alpha
Good morning,
Omega.
Director Yu. Shuttle is hot and holding orbit. Awaiting mission parameters.
You must secure every piece of Cobalt clearance level technology and research aboard Talos I. Then eliminate all TranStar personnel.
All personnel.
No survivors.
It's your show. And their funeral.
Payment will be deposited into 6 separate Benelux accounts. After you transmit
For the washing of
evidence
the monies.
I
success.
leave my operator feeds on.
Oh, come on, dude.
Just keep watching.
We strongly advise deploying your technical officer to a station router inside the firewalls first. Ideal location would be the station exterior, near the power plant grids.
Yes, I've seen the schematics, Mr. Yu. Goodbye.
God, I hate
You will destroy the
Transmission now.
Yep, he didn't destroy the transmission. Where is it? God damn, I hate fighting these shits outside of Talos 1. Is this the same one or is it a different one now? What is it fighting? Me? Is it confused? Yeah, it's confused. Yeah. Hit me with your best shot. Boop, boop. Yeah. Ah! I only got a spare parts. Listen, I need to eat. Thank you. And I need to eat. Deli! Welcome! Ah! Thank you! Oh look, there's a tech officer. Have you played Overwatch 2 already? I remember that today, just a few minutes ago, I think. I read your Twitter post about Overwatch 1 servers, I think. Tech officer. A tech officer hugely sounds like a person. But I think it's not actually a person. And I'm also not 100% sure how I'm gonna get there. How am I? I'm very fine. Yes. I'm doing really good. Especially this week. This week has been extremely busy. Or actually, yeah, this week has been extremely busy. Last week too. The past week and this week is just extremely busy on work, but it's all good stress, you know. Well, it's not even stress. You liked the post. Yeah. I don't think I actually liked it because it was short before my stream, but I read it. I haven't played it yet. Have you played it? No, I have not played it. Oh no, what just saw me? What saw me? An operator, I don't care about you now. I have not played it. I'm a bit indecisive because, you know, it's still Blizzard and shit. So, look, there are several of them here because of the military tech officer. Where's the other one? Wasn't there one here? Did that one? Oh, it's there. I think I need to get rid of these because otherwise I won't be getting to the tech officer, I think. Also to the question, how is Prey? We are very close to the end. I think. Actually, I cannot really tell you if we're very close to the end. Or how close we are, you know. What is it doing? What the... Oh, maybe it's trying to cut it. Wow. Where is it now? What? Where did it go? Ah! Ah, there's the laser. Ah, there's the robot. Ah, yeah, suit integrity damaged. Gonna damage his suit integrity too. The sounds are kind of funky. Ah! Where did it go? Well, whatever, I guess. Over 2,000 people in front of you waiting. I think I said this, but I think there were people really like having insane amounts of queue times. Like not just 2,000 people, but many, many more. And like somebody else said, give it a week. And I am definitely in on that. Giving it a week. Also, the servers don't really seem stable, so... So listen. The officer is super close. I'm gonna... I was a bit iffy even downloading the Battle.net launcher. Yeah, same. Nearly caused me to relapse into World of Warcraft, though. I mean, if it's... I can completely understand that, you know. Terra is my guilty pleasure, still, even though it shut down. I don't think I will ever get rid of it. Not that I would want to, but you know, it's like...
Suit integrity damaged.
I
can completely understand. Is it?
Psychotronics data. Priority tag. Delivery node Occam LSDS-3.
So, this is the tech officer, huh? What? Sorry, I couldn't understand you clearly there. What?
Index cluster. No mask reference. Deleted. Data of Commander Dahl. This is Casper. Morgan U sighted. I repeat, Morgan U sighted.
Yeah, what else?
Commander Dahl, do you copy? Commander Dahl.
Yes? What? You said that your commander is dead? Aww.
Dahl populated his entire crew with customized operators. You made the mistake of hanging his hopes on a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. The upload just kicked in. Meet me in the Arboretum.
Oh,
We
nice!
have important work to do.
Nice. Okay, I was afraid that I would only get to Alex if I killed Dahl. This apparently is not the case, which is awesome. Because we have not actually seen Alex. I mean, we have seen Alex before in the very beginning of the game, but we have not seen him since this happened. So, oh, there isn't. Oh, this one is broken too. Then we can just hit it once more with our wrench, and then just take its goods. Yeah, whatever. So, then let's get it back inside. Actually, I don't quite know why, but this time I'm not really feeling dizzy from the outside. Ah, shit, but there's a wall that I still can't see. Where is my entry point? I'll reach cargo bay. That doesn't look like an entry point. I'm not sure if it is one. Please give me an airlock. Preferably an airlock without operators. That would be a huge... Yeah. Airlock operator, we take that one. They even want your phone number to play. What, really? Wait, before I have a wait, what? Wait, is it because of the new I can't see shit. What the fuck? Is it because of the new anti-harassment stuff? Before I can start Overwatch 2, I need to add my phone number? What? They even want your phone number. They changed this for old Overwatch players today. If you played Overwatch 1 and had an account before a certain date, no need for phone number anymore. That's good. Then I don't need a phone number. I don't really want them to have my phone number. Like, my phone number is the number one thing that I don't really share with people. But what is their reasoning behind it? I think it might be, as I just said. Wait, there's a hull breach in crew quarters? Is this an operator? I can't see shit through this. Let me just check out this hull breach. Because this might be the hull breach that I was looking for. Ah, the hull breach that I think it is actually the hull breach that I was looking for. Oh. I really think this is the hull breach. Yep. Yep. I wanted to be here. It's to stop Smurfs. I support that. I do support that. They require them to have registered phone number so they can't make multiple accounts with the same number. Kind of monthly I get scam SMS or I don't know where they got my phone number from. Yeah. I think sometimes, you know, they also just create random numbers and sometimes it just hits a real number. But I do get these too. I occasionally do get messages about parcels and shit and stuff like that. And sometimes like, hey, are you going to this festival on this and this date? And I'm like, who would, like, the festival messages are even something that I could understand that people would fall for them. But the parcel ones? Actually, no, I take everything back. Relatives of ours, they literally clicked on links where a well-known big hardware store in Germany was giving away shit. And it was super fake. Like, just looking at the link, you know it was fake. But they opened it up and then, you know, I think even their phones got infected, or not actually infected, but the thing they used scanned all their phone numbers on their phone, all their contacts, and then just sent a message to every single one of them. Yeah. That was kind of wild, but that's just how uninformed people are when it comes to that, so I guess they also click on these fake links. Wait, I haven't opened up that suitcase? Whoa, what's up with me? Wasn't there like a computer in here? That was definitely something that I... Will and Kathy Jew, I think this is the room that we were looking for. Oh no, actually not. This still has no power. Would this ever regain power? Huh. Okay. Well, there's nothing to see here, I guess. They sent him to random numbers. Yeah, that's what I think too. You've won something. I actually never got one of these. I'd like to get one of these. For me, it's always parcels. Or as I said, festivals. But they are normally actually in German, which is kind of freaky to think about it. Because, I mean, they can check the start of my number, I guess, the country code. But they're normally pretty... Is this another operator? Oh, come on, man. But the messages are very well written and pretty good German. So they don't have spelling errors or something like that, or sentences that don't make sense. Wow, why do I flip them away so much with my first hit? Come on! The flipping away in space is really annoying. I want the batteries though. Where's the entry? There. Okay, back to our main missions. I kinda hope that the computer resumed working when I restarted or opened up the power plant, which I now did. But I think it's just out of power because it's a hull breach. I do not think that you can actually reactivate it. So yeah. Okay, let's meet Alex, I guess. Are you guys ready? I think this is deep storage though. Yeah, we don't need to go there. We need to go back up. Are you ready to rumble? Woo! Actually, I'm not. I'm kinda afraid of what will happen. Oh, there's a nightmare there. Yeah, I don't want to interact with you. You are definitely a nightmare. Yep. You are a nightmare. Or you're not. Yeah, you are a nightmare. Listen. Listen. Oh, wait. Do I have them on quick slot? I don't. Didn't I have them? Wasn't there like a thing where you could have them on quick slot? Make it go away. Please. Where is it? It's definitely an audio log. Satellite signal. Repel nightmare. Go away. Thank you. At this point, it's just annoying. The Alex ain't here. Recharging and reloading your guns when you meet your brother. We all know it. We've all been there. 1 second before I go in there. Didn't he say... Didn't he say that we should meet here? Huh? Did he mean... Also, why can't I open this door? Did he mean on the rooftop? Did he mean on his private escape shuttle, or... What did he mean? Also, where did the quest go? It just vanished. Show completed. Alex is ready to meet in the Arboretum. Oh, I don't have it tracked. It's probably somewhere else. Yeah. Wait. Aha. Oh? It's the man himself!
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first.
Okay.
And you can blow Talos I to pieces if that's what you think is best.
Okay.
I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once.
Okay.
Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
Whoa! 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 Oh my god! Oh god! Oh wow! Oh my god, what is that? Cthulhu? Oh god. No, Alex! Listen, grab my hand, Alex! Alex, grab my hand! Is he unconscious? Can I move him back inside? He's unconscious! Why? Can I close the door? Okay, listen. I'm gonna take all his udon noodles. Okay, you can keep the rest. I want to have the med kit. And this. And I think he's fine there. And no, I'm not gonna take his silent pistol. I'm also not gonna take his ammo. Maybe he needs it. I don't know how bad the game will put me. I'm kinda wowzered. Oh my god. Oh my god. Give me a break. Can I close this? Okay, good. I can close it. That's good. That's good. Huh? Save Alex! Wait, that was an objective? Oh, I can't do the rest anymore, look. Because I can't get to the Talos exterior anymore. It's kind of funky. We could make everything explode, or we can do the null wave device, though.
Morgan, thank you for what you did. You could have left me to
Oh,
die.
he's back alive because I closed the door.
It's more important than ever now that we finish this the right way.
Where?
Take care.
Give me a second. I need to remember where the freaking fabricators were. Further down. Down. I just don't know, down here?
Good device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
Okay. So my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired than usual. It's been never ending. Setting up the rooms and protocols to test the new mods. The risk is substantial, but if we succeed, copying neural networks from the Typhon onto human minds is going to change everything. So, I'm putting myself in the sim. I've done everything I can to make sure I don't wind up lobotomized. One last safety measure. Let me introduce October. Say hello. Hello, Dr. Yu. October will help you remember what you're supposed to do if things go sideways. Once testing starts, there's no going back. When they uninstall the mods and reset the test, it'll rewind me. I'll forget everything. Theoretically, they could keep me reliving the same day over and over, and I'd never know. If you're listening to this, that's probably what happened. It also means I don't know if I can trust my own brother. Alex won't like what I have to say next. I started plans for a prototype null wave strong enough to kill every Typhon on Talos I. I hid a copy of the plan on top of the data tower by the scary chair.
The scary
You know the one
chair.
I'm talking about. Alex agreed to explore the idea. I know my brother. First sign of trouble, he'd rather blow it all up and blame someone else. So, you're probably on your own. There's a lot at stake here. Too late to stick our heads in the sand. You know what to do.
I do not remember where the things are. I do not remember where the fabricators are. They are somewhere here, but I do not know how I can get to them. Back here, I think, maybe? So I'm just gonna go straight and then right. Or go. Walk straight and then right. This is a huge ass motherfucker. This is insane. Okay, listen, I am kind of over... this game is awesome. Why did you just start lifting? Is it moving with me? Oh. Where the heck do I need to go? Whoa! Stop, stop, stop! Is this the right way? That is a thing, I guess? Okay. Oh no, they're all without power. Oh, what? And how am I gonna... I can't leave. Doesn't have a health bar. Sorry, what does the game want me to do? From a terminal on the bridge. Okay. But I can't fabricate it because these are turned off. So maybe I just need to go to the bridge? Sorry, sibling friends. I just think that you know, I'm against, them just dying because crater mimic in stasis? Sorry, I want to see that. Where is it? I think it's inside the stone. It's in stasis? What does that even mean? I mean, I know what stasis means, but could I just get out of here, please? But why is it in stasis? Just because of the big thing that appeared? I mean, it's not that big a deal. I do not know where I should fabricate it. Also, what I wanted to say is, I do not think that anybody deserves to die. And if you really fucked up, then you also don't deserve to die. You deserve to suffer whatever you fucked up. That's how life works. So, it's kind of funny though that I saved Alex instinctively. And that I can't go there. Okay. I feel like I have a bit of time pressure, but I have absolutely no clue where I'm supposed to be going. So... oh, this is a dead thing. It's a part of the nightmare that I killed here. Where the fuck was the bridge? I think over there, right? If I go this way? Maybe? I'm just gonna equip this. Think like Batman? Yes. Exactly my thought. Batman. My greatest idol. I'm striving to have a voice like his. I think that... no, deep storage is here. Oh, I'm so lost. I'm gonna drink. That's a good idea. I'm drinking the last sips of my tea. And I'm gonna stretch, thank you. stretching is good for you people. Actually, real stretching, another thing that I'm doing, but still, nonetheless, it's good for your muscles. I thought reactor console. No, it's not correct. We don't want this. Fabricate the null wave things. Does it tell me where it wants me to fabricate these? Hi, cool that you're still alive. Oh yeah, right there, the four engineering operators for some fucking reason. Another fuck up by the game, I think, because it actually wanted to spawn not these operators, but the military ones. Yeah, I would recommend you to stay here. Okay, cannot go anywhere. I really need to stay here. Whoa! Oh! You assholes! What the fuck, man? Okay, I'm not supposed to be here. I get it. 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 It's fine. Thank you very much. Or maybe I'm supposed to be here. Can I... Does that work? Yes, I know. You're burning hot. Or stuff like that.
Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your mental resources are full. This should help. That should help you concentrate.
Thank you. I'm still very lost. I'm so sorry, guys. I have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing. I need to fabricate the plan. But I can't fabricate it because all the power is turned off. All the military operators are dead. I think because I destroyed Caspar. I could hack these. I don't really see a reason for that. Don't think that the turrets help me either. So Alex gave me the plans for a prototype null wave device that's powerful enough to disrupt all the Typhon aboard the station, including the Alex Typhon. The Apex Typhon outside the station that just attacked. The Alex Typhon is also nice. It has to be placed at the heart of the coral and psychotronics. Then activated from a terminal on the bridge. Where the fuck is the bridge? The bridge. I would really like to follow the signs, but it's really not helpful. Oh, the bridge. I use signs a lot, yeah. I have no orientation otherwise. So, that might be right. Maybe? Maybe it still works here, because that's the only area that I can access, I think. Who knows? We will find out right about now.
Morgan, You anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds, history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos I for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station, just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January is right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last
Oh.
option, not the first.
I like Angel and Devil on my shoulder, huh?
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
He's just, whoa, casually now talking together about how Dahl is doing. Awesome. I enjoy this. Okay, so they're like Angel and Devil, or however you want to call it, I guess. Pro and con. I don't think I've ever read this. From Danielle to Sky. I can't wait for the new hires and wipe that smile off your face. I know you're smirking. I just pray there's no new folks in psychotronics as part of the Earthside rotation. Agreed, and I still can't believe you agreed to that extra neuromod knowing how creepy those psychos are. But worse, their lack of personality is contagious. Even Morgan's got glassy eyes now, hasn't smiled or made a joke in, what, a month? A year? Okay. It's a bit like Botox then, I guess. The glass still intact here? It is. Can you repair me, please? Thank you. I forgot Sunzon tried to make those here. Ah! Excuse me? Did it just say stop? Did it literally just say stop? Cafe cask. Sure. Okay, so by the way, I've been here before. I'm just looking around a second time, I guess. And I kinda hope that I will find... Oh, this is... No, wait. It's not. I was just kinda hoping that I could produce a neuromod here, but I can't. This is where we had the first big mission. Oh, look, he's, he's under the sofa. Yeah, he definitely was there before. Definitely. I do not know how I'm supposed to craft the thing. I need to use some logic here. Oh, wait. Before it's too late, I thought you needed to know that the shuttle Advent departed just before first alarms. They did go through standard inspection, but that was before we knew what to look for. If they land in Seattle with one of those things aboard. I've enabled the scuttle charges on Advent. They can be activated remotely from the bridge. It's in your hands, Captain. They will touch down soon. For what it's worth, they have no idea the scuttle charges are enabled. So, and then we made the ship explode. Sarah to Jada. Captain Marxius transcribe is offline. I can't reach you and I know you wouldn't leave Talos while there was still crew aboard. I know it's a long shot, but if you get this message, contact me. I'm in Cargo Bay at the moment. I have a handful of survivors with me. If I really never read this message, then I actually did not know that Sarah was in cargo bay. Because I'm a stupid dum-dum and I didn't read all the emails. Still. I still do not... No, escape pods, no, there is no. We already went there, there is no. Nothing that we can craft these with. Did you do the side quest to find out what happened to Michaela's father? I did, yes. Sorry I read that so late, but I was a bit focused. I did, yeah. And she knows. Yep. This was one of the side quests that I hope would be a bit more. But it's fine. It definitely was an interesting quest.
Microgravity detected.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Okay. I'm gonna listen to this again.
Okay. So my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired than usual. It's been never-ending. Setting up the rooms and protocols to test the new mods. The substantial. But if we succeed, copying neural networks from the Typhon onto human minds is going to change everything. So, I'm putting myself in the sim.
I will go back to
I've done
Guts.
everything I can to make sure I don't wind up lobotomized. One last safety measure. Let me introduce October. Say hello. Hello. You. October will help you remember what you're supposed to do if things go sideways. Once testing starts, there's no going back. When they uninstall the mods and reset the test, it'll rewind me. I'll forget everything. Theoretically, they could keep me reliving the same day over and over,
that's what
and
it did.
I'd never know. If you're listening to this, that's probably what happened.
It is.
Also means I don't know if I can trust my own brother. Alex won't like what I have to say next. I started plans for a prototype null wave strong enough to kill every Typhon on Talos I. I hid a copy of the plan on top of the data tower by the scary chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Alex agreed to explore the idea, but I know my brother. First sign of trouble, he'd rather blow it all up and blame someone else. So, you're probably on your own. There's a lot at stake here. Too late to stick our heads in the sand. You know what to do.
Isn't she saying that Alex wouldn't accept it? But Alex is accepting it. Also, she has not once talked about January. Don't you think she would, like, leave an info about January? I don't really get why I know about October, but I do not know about January. I will go to the Guts. I do not know. Did she tell her the truth? I didn't tell her anything but the truth. Yeah, I sent over the audio tape from that computer. So yeah, she knows what happened. So I guess we're going into the Guts because I really do not know where else to go, and this is kind of the only way I can currently go. To be fair, I'm confused about it. Oh. Oof. Do you not know if this is right, though? I really do not know where else I'm supposed to be going, because the only two fabrication sites that I know of are currently locked off. Because they have no power. Okay, I could do that. I seem to really be able to navigate through here. So we need to... Psychotronics maintenance tunnel. Ay, 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 ay. So... like here? I think this was the first door that I needed to get open and I just couldn't do it. I do very well remember this. Yeah. I hope this leads me somewhere where I can use stuff. I'm sorry for the quietness. I'm a bit concentrating floating around here as fast as I can without bonking my head on things because that hurts. It really does hurt, trust me. I tried it. I can't recommend it. So, can we please... Eric Berger, there you are. So, does this also look as bad as the other parts? No, it does not. Okay, listen, this still works. Okay, this here still works. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. That means I can,
Watch out.
move to Psychotronics and hopefully get it crafted there. It's kind of funky that they really wanted you to go through gods. Alexa, Schreibtisch an. I'm enlightened. You can't see it, but I am. I am now, right now, enlightened. Whoa, that's not a good sound. So listen. Is my friend still alive? Is the first thing. I need not a recycler, I need a fabricator. It's a purple icon. Oh, there is one. So I go to the left. And there is one. We have one here. I hope my friend Aaron is still alive. I think it was Aaron, right?
Requesting new
Oh no.
Welcome. Maybe I can help.
Wait. Did I ring around the rosy? Oh, come on. I did not. Oh, that's awesome, yeah. That looks beautiful. So right to the right. Oh, this one still works. Oh my fucking god. Woo! This works, this works, this works, this works. This works. This one works. Yes!
The heart of the coral is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the null-wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
I will do. I can't craft more bullets. This is an issue. I mean, it's not too much of an issue, but it's still an issue. So, can I scan this? Oh no, it just vanished.
More
Tendril?
specimens required.
Okay. Heart of the coral. That's where we're going, guys. I kind of would want to check up on Aaron, but I'm afraid that if I actually check up on him, he might die. So maybe I'd rather not. Or actually, I might have to because I think he's here. If he's still alive. Oh, phantoms are also still a thing. Oh, wait. This door wasn't open before. This is where one of the... Oh, I was never here before. This is a bad timing, but still, I have not ever been here before. So I will take a look. This is where the this is where the first poltergeist was. There was a poltergeist in here. 1000%. Yeah, look. But why is it a corpse? There was a human being in here, apparently. Okay. But there is none anymore? Whoa! Yep. Glad I used the bullets on these. Kinda funky. Can I use Typhon Lure? Okay. Seems like there is no more phantom in here. Oh, so good that you're still good. Stay here, dude. Just stay here. Okay? Just stay here being as motionless as you always were. Okay, guys, this is it. I did not get in that room. I don't think I've opened it actively. I think it just happened. Like, just right now. Pretty sure.
Gravity detected.
So this is the heart of the coral, friends.
You better do something. The reconstruction is destabilizing. They're lying to you. Hurry.
That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
They're lying to you. The reconstruction is
Assume
destabilizing.
Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark, but what if we're just poor swimmers? And now there's blood in the water.
I don't know. I want to... I want to see what... Actually, I want to see both endings to the game. Okay. But... I also kind of want all these people to survive. Ah, look, I've already picked up all the stuff that I've dropped here once. Also, Aaron still has his medkit. He hasn't used it yet, but I believe in him. I believe he will be able to use it at some point, figure out how exactly it works. So, I will leave it for him.
Hello.
You're about to blow up the station. Oh, I see. Well then. I heard the beeping. But apparently the poltergeist doesn't care because it's definitely here. Seems to not care. Oh. We read that. That looks awesome. Wait, it wants me to scan this?
All specimens required.
Oh, come on! Just scan one until the end. Okay, impossible. Because they're appearing and disappearing so fast.
Research complete.
Oh, nice. Okay, we finished this. Oh shit, there's the sappy thing. I see you also use a null wave device. As far as I understood, Jan actually did not blow up the station, I think. I think he didn't. I gotta ask him though. Because I think it's very interesting. I mean, the very, very, very safe route would be, of course, destroying the station, right? But if you're honest to yourself, if it would be your life, I don't really think you would see this as the real option, like as the option that you want to take. You know what I mean? Look, we can now suddenly use the elevator for whatever reason. Because you don't want to die. It's just self-preservation. That the elevator still works is funky. Why couldn't I take the elevator then? Couldn't I take the elevator? Did I actually check if I could take the elevator? I'm not sure if I did. But I might not have checked. Okay. Okay, guys. It's happening. It's happening. Maybe. I mean, wouldn't it destroy? Are you sure it's not the only one? I mean, yeah, it's a game of chance, of course. But it would also, like, destroy all the research they did on here. And with the thing that we're currently doing, we're preserving the research. So, you know, it kind of gives us a step ahead if this is actually a bad thing, what we're doing here right now. Or, like, what they're researching. They would need to start over completely. And maybe then somebody would, you know, see it's bad or something like that. I don't know. I mean, it really highly depends on how you see this. There's a suitcase floating around. Lunch is served in the cafeteria. Ah.
The weekly upgrade for today's menu.
Guys, lunch is served in the cafeteria. Any of you hungry? I remember Crimson's hungry. Maybe somebody else. We could all go to the cafeteria together and have like a lunch break together. If you're up for that. Don't be bothered by the giant black thing outside that's sometimes trying to hit you. It's there for aesthetic reasons. Talos I bridge. But isn't the coral like the heart of it? I think the coral called out to the huge ass typhon outside, right? Or maybe it did not. Ah!
What the hell have you done?
I've simply acted on Morgan's orders.
Morgan,
You're a machine.
what have you seen? but there is alien matter ripping through the hull.
Aye, 1 second. No. I need to wait a bit. This is happening very often in this game. That I get a voice call, a transcribe, while people are talking here. This is very, very annoying. Yeah.
Morgan, I don't know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull. You have to move. Боже мой. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
Do you want to tell me something else that's pretty important? Because this is really not a good thing. Either the conversations right here should be held if I get a transcribe, or the transcribe needs to happen afterwards. But this happens so often, and I think I've missed quite a few conversations just because that happened. And luckily I had the chance to just reload right now, because I just loaded into this area, but if I hadn't, then the conversation with Alex would have been completely lost. You went inside a vent? I'm in the mood for some fruits. Well, we have plenty here. For example, I have some lemons if you want. Or some Russian blinis.
What the hell have you done?
I simply Morgan.
Oh, come on. Nope. No, I want to listen what he's saying to her. Now we have to listen to the transcribe again. Give me a second. I'm really sorry, but I want to know what they're saying. Wet floor. Now it's wet here.
Morgan,
They're gonna trip.
if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping
Everybody
through the
will
hull.
trip now.
You have to move. Боже мой. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
Yep, everywhere. So.
What the hell have you done?
I simply acted on Morgan's order.
Nonsense. You're a machine. An ill-conceived one. Morgan would never... You tricked her. Who programmed you?
Yep.
I represent the desires of Morgan Yu, circa January 12th, 2035. Your sister created me to ensure her objectives would meet with success, and that yours would fail.
Mine? There's no difference between what I want and what Morgan wants. Not the real Morgan.
The idea of a real Morgan is fiction.
I agree with that too.
There's got to be an override.
Please step away from the terminal. You've left me no choice.
Hey! Whoa!
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos I and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
Okay, so this will not be. I will reload again. Because I could have interrupted the discussion, and I want to hear that dialogue too. I thought she really killed him, but he was luckily just unconscious. But before we go back, and we will listen to the dialogue again and interrupt it. I mean, for the neuromods, yes, you need Typhon. Oh, I never read these emails. You need Typhon materials, as far as I know. But Dark, you're also right. This probably won't be the only Typhon, right? And we already been to this area. Why wouldn't we be there again? Right? So we now know they're dangerous. Of course, people that have no resources will always die for the privileged ones. This is what capitalism is. This is how society works, unfortunately. It shouldn't be like that, but it is like that. I don't think that destroying the station will stop that, so that argument isn't really valid for me. Oh!
I got an SOS from a Kirk Remmer. I was gonna route him to security, but we got cut off. He said he was at the escape pods in life support.
So call Chief Show up in deep storage. I'm not a network engineer.
You're his supervisor?
Lady, do you people even know what is happening down here? One of my cargo bays is blown wide open, and I've got multiple MIAs. Please tell me there's a medical team on the way.
I'm sorry, I don't know, but I can relay your message to Dr. DeVries and...
Christ, I've gotta go.
We already found Kirk Remmer. Yeah. Objective completed. Okay, interesting. Okay, so anyways, I will definitely try this, but I want to hear all the conversations possible, and as I said, we just need to reload this, so it's not a big deal. But I will read these mails first. From Peter to Penny. Hello Penny, the operator I sent you is cycling now, unable to locate you. Is there something wrong with your tracking bracelet? Did you leave Talos? Lol. I heard there was an accident down in Cargo Bay. I hope you're okay. Let me know when you get this. Never. From Penny to Peter. Hi Peter. At last I have a free day to take your solar energy readings from around Talos to validate shield efficiency. I'll be all over the place for the next 24 hours and will post in my initiary below. Please let me know if you will be running any particular processes since it may influence my readings. Thanks. We are all running a variety of processes that may influence your data. I have your initiary, so I will dispatch a science operator with some tools to help you get clean readings. Oh, that's the operator that they rush in and destroy January. I could do that in front of Alex. That's a good idea. I should do both things. I should reload, rush in, interrupt their conversations, listen to what they have to say, and then I should rush in, immediately destroy January. That's a good idea. From Sky to Penny, Alika, Marietta, and Jada. Hey everybody, I talked with Captain Marks, Jada, and she agreed to give us a half hour at the end of her shift tomorrow to celebrate Isumi's birthday. If you bring a present, put it in a small table in the briefing room. We all head in there under the disguise of a meeting and surprise her with a toast and presents. I'm going to Pastorville for a real cake, fingers crossed. Nice. So that's why there's so much stuff in there, by the way. Okay, let's reload. Ah, shit.
What the hell have you done?
Oh, we'll still get the call.
Morgan, I don't know if you've seen.
Talk faster.
There's alien matter ripping through the hull. You have to move. Боже мой. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
35. Your sister create Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the null wave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution.
Why is exploding the station long-term?
None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase.
She's saying the same thing.
In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me. Which means you'll be destroying yourself.
Okay.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Oh. Ah.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos I and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
Why does he have a petri dish sample on him? Okay, interesting. So the conversation we just heard was though basically what we heard before when he just stabbed him, except for the Alex part, of course. But it was not a real difference. So I'll listen to the voice transmission first. This is a bit annoying. I could make a save after this, I guess. Maybe.
Morgan, I don't know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull.
Guys, did you already know?
To move.
There's alien matter ripping
Every window in
through
the
the
station,
hull.
It's engulfing the place.
The hull.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's insane. Gonna save it. Gonna make a save game. I don't think we will be reloading, but just for reasons.
What the hell have you done?
Morgan,
Sneak attack. No? But Alex? 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 Oh. Push the fat guy. Oops. No, oh my god, don't save the game. Oops. I don't know, they did not expect that. Apparently they didn't. No. I need to let him talk first, I think, but...
What the hell have you done?
I've simply acted on Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal.
Yep.
We need to link up to the null wave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
Say the kill
You know
thing.
how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan.
He doesn't care. He's not saying anything. Why did you drop your pistol, man? I guess this is the save we're just gonna take because I couldn't think of anything else we could be doing. So, if I could shrug my shoulders, I would... I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I guess we're just gonna do it now. Let's go.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality. And it is beautiful.
Okay. Roll credits. The credits are very low quality. Is there something happening? Now entering a hidden location? Whoa! That scared me a bit.
It's finished. How did it do?
What?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
Whoa.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos I.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found
Do
my
you have
father's
one?
records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that.
I did.
I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
What? I'm Typhon. Look at my hand. Oh my god.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories.
I am a fucking Typhon.
This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Kill them all or take Alex's hand? I have another choice. Of course I will take Alex's hand first, and then I will kill them all.
We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
And now I turned human? Total campaign time, 38 hours exactly? Rescued human 15, humans killed 0. Well, I killed Michaela accidentally, but then I reloaded, so... Neuromods installed. 172. Human abilities acquired, 43. Typhon powers acquired, 0. That's the exact ending you got? Oh, that's just the end! I think this should be the save after I activated it, right? Or after I killed January, probably.
You made the right choice. The
Oh, now
tunnel's
he's
linked up
talking.
again. It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate through the coral and lobotomize every Typhon on Talos I, including the big one outside. The rest of us should get away with a mild headache. I'll let you do the honors. But you better hurry.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna do this again, and then I'm gonna kill them all. And then we're gonna just make the station explode. Can I skip this? Because I've already seen it. I can't. But this is pretty this is insane. This changes the whole game. This is a twist I did not expect at all. Like, I did not expect this at all. I'm kind of happy I never watched a playthrough of this because this would have destroyed everything. Like, this game is basically not replayable. I mean, you can't have a real playthrough of this game if you know the ending to it. Because it changes it completely. I would like to know, I will not make another playthrough, but I will watch a Let's Play, and I would like to know if, you know, what all the endings are, basically. You know, if you don't save Michaela, if you don't save Igwe. It's foreshadowed in the dream cutscene. Yeah, but I never got these. You know, they could have just been visions. So, I think that's... Yeah, in retrospect, yes. It's a VR headset.
It's finished. How did it do?
I think we have to listen to it again.
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
Exceptionally
it
high.
probably thinks it was dreaming.
Very much empathy.
Nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too.
Now,
it all comes down
right
to
now,
the choices it made.
Right now, I would really be happy if, you know, the wavelink would have physical stuff, so I can pull down the volume from the game. Because it's pretty loud. And I kind of want to talk over it.
From the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise.
Yeah, but it was...
Later,
no, actually.
The Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use.
Actually, saving him from the cargo container wasn't
It's remarkable that
optional.
It never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this
you couldn't have missed it, is what I mean.
Identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos I.
Yeah.
Michaela.
But the Dahl thing was pure by accident.
That wasn't easy.
Really?
That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records.
1 second.
And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Would you let it live?
Who was Ingram? The man in psychotronics. Does he mean the person... No, that was not psychotronics. The person that I tried to save from the telepaths? That was in the cell? Ingram. Ray Ingram. Oh, Aaron! Oh, my friend Aaron, the motionless one! I kind of feel like my game might have bugged. Because it bugged on Alex, where he was just standing around motionless, and Aaron is the same. That's interesting. If Morgan frees Aaron and seals all the gas leaks on the path that leads to the material extraction lab with glue, Aaron will later appear killed by a mimic. But if at least one gas leak is left, the mimics will not be able to pass and he will escape with the survivors in the shuttle ending. The shuttle ending? Returning to Psychotronics later in the game will likely lead to the discovery that Aaron has been killed by a phantom that spawns in the material extraction lab on repeat visits. Note that if not revisited, he will still be marked as nominal and will still count as alive. Okay, there's a shuttle escape ending. I think there is much more that could have happened to him, honestly. Yeah, the guy in the experiment person, exactly, you're completely correct.
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign.
Danielle, what do you say?
Okay, I mean, it destroyed a large amount of Typhon on the station. It's not really like an optional thing. Like, they attack you, you know. So, I would argue that doesn't make me awesome. Need for Speed is getting a new game? Interesting.
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that.
I did, yes. I said it before, but I definitely did.
In the end, it chose to activate the null wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
I want to see if there's something on the monitors that I might find interesting.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's
So
memories.
Morgan is dead in this version.
That's the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Alex, keep in mind, I already took your hand. Okay? So... Whoa. How can you say that I didn't kill any human? Whoa. Wow. Wow.
You made the right choice.
Now we will go to the
linked up
power
again.
plant.
It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate. But I mean, the last choice really doesn't have any impact. So, you know. Dark, didn't you tell me that there would be another Prey game? That would be pretty awesome. Because a lot of games release now that I've just played them, for example, God of War.
Which I'm pretty excited about. Because then I just played it, you know, it's all so fresh. Excuse me? Glue canister 28? I guess it won't release soon, but if it releases maybe a few months, that in a few months, oh shit, I can't go there. That would be pretty awesome. Yep. Can I not? Could I could go here, right? Yeah, I could have just, you know, not went through the fucking guts. I could have literally just went to Talos I lobby. What kind of idiot am I? Since it works, okay, then I guess it will take another year or two. But it's not bad. But it's still cool. I just think replaying this game is like... Where do I need to go? Life support. Like an insane task. I played this game for 38 hours. Of course, I played it the first time, yes. You could make a run where you kill everybody, but even if you're fast, I'm quite sure it will take you 20-25 hours. This was a really, really long game. And it didn't feel that long. I actually thought God of War was a really, really long game, or Life is Strange. Life is Strange actually wasn't that long. 20 hours? $25 hours. God of War I played like 32 hours. Yes? We checked it last time. 34 hours. Going to release 2 other games before Prey. Oh, hi Ellie. Hey baby. Oh, you want cuddles? I just need to kill the whole station. I still don't have the keycard for this. Oh look, it actually kills it. Why has it been corrupted now though? You were my friend. Oh, my kitty is so cute. Except when she tries to throw stuff down. Then she's... Oh! You are still my friend! What? Excuse me, could you repeat that? I didn't quite catch it. Something over there? Oh, poltergeist. Okay, wait a second. I want to try the Typhon lure now that I know it might work. Huh? No? It doesn't work. Forget what it... Ellie, yes, you're very cute. Don't worry, I nearly finished the game. Weaver? Weaver? Weaver. Yeah, I don't care about the destroyed nests. Just let me get to my console. She's really trying to be annoying, my kitty. Like, right now, she's really, really trying to be annoying. Yes. She's given her best. It's close by. I scouted the whole area. What the fuck? Where is it supposed to be? I mean, there's probably nothing too interesting in there. Ellie. She's trying to play with a stone I have on my desk. So we know where the console is. We already opened it. And now we will destroy everything. Everything that is here. Everything we've been spending the last 38 hours in. Ow. That shouldn't happen again. Wait, let me... Ellie, could you stop that? So... let's do it. I'm sorry you can hear that, but I can't make her stop. She wants to play with that stone. She's gonna play with that stone. It's kind of cute. Okay, guys. Now, back to the non-funsies. She's picking it up with her paw. The keys to the bathroom in a vent? Okay, I can check that again. But first, I will activate this. And now? No? We activated it? Self-Destruct Terminal. Okay. We need to go back up. Hey, BB. Yes, I know you're annoyed. Cats are such... assholes. Okay, why is the terminal so far away from the arming keys? Why is it so slow? Has this always been slow? Or is it just me? Me thinking it's slow because I'm agitated. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Did you hear the complaints? Do you think they're valid? I need to get upstairs. Don't think I know how to get upstairs though. How do I get upstairs? Through here, right? Right. Everything. The ring they played, where they had their robots fighting each other. Everything will be destroyed. It's surreal. I could not have picked this decision as my first decision. Where do I need to leave this room? I need to leave this area completely? Oh god. This game making you walk pretty far to get to the end. Yeah, I don't care about these. If they want to explode on me, they can do that. Yes, there's also poltergeist. So you said it's here in a vent. So yep, you are absolutely correct. It's right here. Yes. Thank you, Dark. This is the one keycard that was so annoying to me. Because I just couldn't find it. It doesn't matter anymore. Really, at least. Doesn't really matter. But I kind of still want to... you know, read the mails, get the stuff. So... utilities. Download a map of the area, I guess. Yep. Email. From Erica to Alton. Weber, I know you think I screwed you over, but I'm just doing my job. What am I supposed to do? You tell me you're having nightmares and feel compelled to hide out. Well, that's fine. But when you say you want to find a bunker, stock it with supplies, and get your hands on a shotgun? Not cool. We were getting along so well, but I guess we have to be all business from now on, okay? Officer Teague. From Sarasa to Alton. Officer Weber. I'm aware that you've made repeated attempts to requisition of a shotgun. Oh, is this the new security guy? I think... I think it was just a very specific spot, this keycard. Is this the dude that was the new security hire? Down where the turbines are? A weapon that is clearly outside of your duty description. That you didn't come to me with this first is unfortunate. You've been a dedicated officer, so I'm not jumping to any conclusions. But as a precaution, your access to the safe in the life support security station has been revoked. Until we sort this out. I've been there, Alton. This job can be stressful. I won't turn my back on you, but I have to follow procedures. I'll contact you shortly to set up a meeting. I already found the missing engineer. Life support engineer John 4. Yeah. We found her. Last known duty was to repair life support related machinery in power plant. I think she was eaten by a typhon. In addition, she has one remaining keycard to air filtration control. Please find her ASAP. Yep. I don't know, is Alton Weber security? Yeah. This is the dude that's down by the turbines. That wanted to have a shotgun. Kane Rosito. Give me a chance to find this dude. Seems to be here, and now that I don't think anything is barred off for me anymore. I might be able to actually find him. Maybe. Or maybe not, because it appears to be far underneath this area. Yep, everything. There's nothing I can do. He's down there. Nope. Don't think I can actually find him there. Oh, come on. Open the door. Or maybe here? Let me just check. You know, it's the last time I will be playing this game. So maybe... I can't. Okay. Nothing maybe. Won't find him. Wait, also, incapacitate... Wait for Dahl to contact you from the shuttle? When will he be ready? This is the escape pod ending. We have many more endings to check out, I just realized. Because we could also take the escape pod from the Arboretum, couldn't we? Or has it been destroyed now? How long do I need? How long do I need to... to get him to contact me from the shuttle? Because we did quite a few things now, right? So there's like... Where do I have to detonate it? Talos I bridge to Arboretum. So far away. Everything is from Talos I bridge. Even the self-destruct. And with the shuttle thing, I think if I can't figure it out by just going back to the shuttle, I might just Google it so that we can get this ending too. Because I would really, really want that ending. Returning to Earth, not destroying anything. Would be pretty interesting. So, but we already know, or I think, that this will be the ending that Alex and the other turrets at the end will prefer. I think. Probably. destroying everything, because then the Talos get completely destroyed. But they don't take into consideration that maybe the people on the station are the people that I do not want to destroy. Like, they just say they don't know why I didn't destroy the station, why I did what I did. There is absolutely, like, pretending like there is no reason at all, ever. Like, it's completely unimaginable. Does that mean January was right? Oh, you mean, like, that's because I said that's the ending they want? And January was right that the real Morgan wanted to destroy this station? Is there a real Morgan? Because, I mean, did he have? He already destroyed her? No, I already destroyed her. Oh shit, 1 second.
I'm surprised. You made the right choice. The terminal's linked up again.
Shit.
It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate through the coral and lobotomize every Typhon on Talos I, including the big one outside. The rest of us should get away with a mild headache. I'll let you do the honors, but you better hurry.
Oh no, did I do all of this and now I can't actually destroy the whole station because I already destroyed... Where? Trigger the station self-destruct. Well, where? Oh, look, there's a safe I did not open. Well.
Coming through.
Well, where do I enter it? Probably. Oh, come on. That sucks hard. Probably here, right? Right? Ugh. I don't want them explained. Could be that I destroyed January and because of that it doesn't work. Where's my 1902 save? This is... No, this is not where I killed January. This is after I listened to Michaela.
What the hell have you done?
Morgan. Please reconsider. Trust your former self, the one that isn't morally bankrupt. Your assessment, Morgan. Not mine. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos I and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
I won't do that. We will now go back. And do the same thing we just did. Which sucks pretty much because I think it will take us at least 20 minutes. Because we need to go down to the station, we need to plug the... That's kind of... I hope I'm not wrong. I hope that this will work now. That this... I'm not sure the disturbance is not in this room.
Gravity detected.
What? The destroy button. Do you know where it is? Yeah, I thought that's where it was, but I didn't
I'm surprised
find it.
You made the right choice. Up again. It should only take a few seconds for
here?
a signal to propagate through the coral and lobotomize every Typhon on Talos I, including the big one outside.
Thank
The
you.
rest of us should get away with a
Thank you,
mild
Dark.
headache.
I would have done
I'll let you do the honors, but you better hurry.
because I would have done everything again, but you're right. I don't know why it doesn't guide me up here. I was up here, I just didn't check this, I guess. So I'm a bit of an idiot. Thank you. Okay. Then let's not redo everything. Are you sure?
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos I.
I wish there was something I could have with this. Fugue. It's my fault. I gambled too much. And the worst part? It isn't losing the station or the tech. It's you. I lost my sister. That is a mistake I will never recover from. There's nothing left to talk about. If you have some means of escape, you may as well go. I won't be leaving. Everything I cared about died a long time ago.
Shuttle is ready to go, Morgan.
Good luck.
I'll wait a few minutes before detonation, but then I'm gone. You're on your own after that.
Okay. First, thank you again. Second, this is the escape shuttle ending. Alex will stay. It's 54. And now we can go to the escape shuttle. I think we're gonna be doing that. And then we're gonna wait 5 minutes. Huh. That's the trigger. That's the trigger for it. Kind of funny. Because it doesn't say... Like, why doesn't it say that it's linked to me destroying the station? Igor didn't talk about it, nobody talked about it. So that is a bit confusing. Come on, dude.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent.
Let me go.
Please evacuate Talos I.
I mean, it kinda... Actually, if you subdue Doll, destroying this makes no sense anymore because he will be leaving. I don't know where I need to go. Life support? Lobby? Shit, where do I need to go? Shuttle bay. To the lobby. They will escape. So if there is any Typhon material around there, they're all fucked. So the only thing you can do to do a real clear playthrough with destroying the station and shit, you need to not save Doll. Also, why didn't January care about that? That's the fucked up thing. Why didn't she care about that? She didn't care about me not subduing Doll. She should have been mad about this if she was really interested in keeping every type of material on here and not on Earth. Because them leaving, which is of course something that will happen, she knew that I subdued Doll, is like... I really don't care for you guys.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos I.
It's a cutscene.
Dr. Yu, Morgan, it was an honor to work with you on Talos. And your brother. And thank you for retrieving Leitner's remains. Maya always loved the sound of his playing.
I'm gonna save the game, so... in case I want to make this ship explode, you know?
Couldn't let it die with the station. His was a rare gift, and his skill should be shared. Not only with me, but with others.
You made it. Look, I know what happened. You aren't solely to blame. You helped me and my officers when we needed it. I'll be sure to let Earthside know what you did to help us in the cargo bay.
Where are your friends?
Mom was right. You hear that, Mom? You were right. But it was my decision.
I thought they wasn't gonna let me in at first, on account of this volunteer get-up. Ha! Thanks again for letting me out. I won't forget it. You are a real decent human being, Morgan Yu.
Thank you. You're still weird.
Now come the fireworks. I hope there'll be enough. You know, I thought you had left the station because of what happened between us. And that I had lied to you about my condition. I was angry with you. And myself. But I'm glad you are here with me now. And I like who you have become. You have my father's strength.
Luckily, I'm not
I
really...
didn't come all this way to die now, Morgan. Put your ass in that seat.
Okay, okay. Why is nobody else on that ship? Like, why only these 4
Ready
people?
or not, starting debark operations. Pre-flight check is who gives a shit. Hang on to your seat. This will be a rough ride.
I can't see anything. How can you see something? Okay.
I keep having this dream.
I keep having this dream. Okay. A hidden location. Now what will they say? Oh! Oh no, I thought he was alone. But he was...
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming. That nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos I.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Would you let it live?
It's thinking.
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it
Of
destroyed
course she's a
large
military
number of
operator.
Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign.
Sure.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid...
This is the same ending up until this point. Because in the end they're talking about your choice.
that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos I. Why? To protect her? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here.
Okay, now it's just the same thing.
I want to show you something.
Okay, so in the end it chose to destroy Talos I. We're gonna watch this to the end. With Alex right at the screen.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories.
1 second. I think if I would just replay it without being on the ship, I do not think it would matter. I think it would just be exactly the same thing as this, because you destroyed Talos I. This is what they call what they mind. That's important to them.
Into you. Until now.
So
you're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
So, let's not kill the fat man. Take his hand one last time.
We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
So he recreated his sister? That's kind of fancy, isn't it? Okay. But that was the game. That was it. I'm now ready to watch another Let's Play of this. This was a really, really, really good game. I think I didn't end one game on this channel where I afterwards said, that wasn't so good. This was a really, really good game. I can really recommend it. Without knowing the ending, I think the game is much more worth it to play though. So if you saw the ending, I don't, then probably it changes the whole playthrough because you already know the twist about it. It's a bit of a spoiler then, a bit of a huge one. Huge spoiler. But it's an awesome game. It really, really, really is. Yeah. And the twist on the end, man, really, I absolutely did not expect that. Like, so many things in this game I did not expect. I kind of would like to know what actually what actually happened. Like, did the ending that we just saw with Alex, you know, and the operators, I guess that's the only thing that's really left. As a question for me, but they will probably maybe talk about this in the new game then. Now I know that there's a DLC, Moon Crash, but I said it shortly before, it's basically only a roguelike. So it's about timings, getting through it fast. I think there's not really that deep of a story. It's completely different from the version of Prey, so I will not be playing it. It's just not my type of thing that I play on stream. I do like roguelikes, but I won't play it on stream. It's just not story heavy enough for me. So I will skip over that. But anyways, for everybody that sticked around at this point, if you've missed out on some of the streams, they're all on my YouTube. The link is in my panels if you want to rewatch them with me. Otherwise, you're of course welcome to rewatch the whole game on somebody else's channel, because it is definitely a really good game, and I can only recommend it to you. So if you want to play it, please play it. Other than that, Fizzy is currently playing, I think, Phasmophobia to my latest news, and we will raiding him. If you join the raid, you will get some stars to redeem things like upside down or upside down tiny or tiny, and things like that. So get them. Thank you so much for joining today, guys. I hope you have a great evening, day, whatever, and I hope I can see you tomorrow. I don't know what I will be doing, but I will be doing something, so see you then. Bye bye, guys.